Welcome to the Sisterhood of Sweat. It's Let It Rip Friday.
Hi, I'm Linda Mitchell, 54-year-old elite obstacle racer, award-winning fitness competitor, gym owner, and author. Welcome to the Sisterhood of Sweat podcast, where we will approach the difficult topics of life, interview inspiring guests, and bring empowerment to all. This community is a place where we can be who we are instead of who others want us to be. Let's get started.
And now, a word from our sponsors, Essential Formulas.
Now more than ever, it is important to have a healthy immune system. Many health professionals agree that probiotics are a leading natural therapy for boosting immune health. Why? Because 70% of your body's immune cells reside in the GI tract. By taking a superior probiotic daily, like Dr. Ohhira's probiotics, with their postbiotic metabolites, you can enhance your overall immune system and immune response. For additional immune support, get RegActive's Immune Formula to boost your glutathione levels, since our glutathione levels go down if we feel stressed. Maintaining glutathione levels is a key factor for natural defense. For a short-term immune boost, try Dr. Ohhira's Propolis Plus, which provides probiotic and immune support and includes Brazilian green propolis for superior antioxidant support and vitamin E, astaxanthin, and flax oil. Be proactive about your immune health. Ask your retailer today about Dr. Ohhira's probiotics, RegActive Immune Formula, and Dr. Ohhira's Propolis Plus today.
What if I were to tell you that where you are right now is just a glimpse of where you're going? And maybe you're going through something traumatic and it's just taking all of your energy and you can't see your way through the forest. You can't see through the forest for the trees, which is an old saying. And you're in it and you don't realize there's going to be a clearing, that there is going to be a new day, that this too shall pass, and that the redundant things you may be doing that just seem monotonous and you're working hard, you feel like you're getting nowhere, or you're in this new dream. And it could be like when I opened my little studio and my husband and I did all of the build out and got the carpet in and did all the painting. And I remember I was spray painting these doors hot pink and they were metal, and it just took an enormous amount of paint. I think I was asphyxiated, if I'm saying that correctly, from all of the fumes. And I remember my friend coming in and she's an artist. I wasn't an artist, okay? I am just a doer. I am trying to get this place ready and done for the vision I'm trying to create. And I think she kind of was making fun as I was doing my painting, but it was a cutest little studio. And that's where it all started, for the bigger vision and taking that leap, doing the thing that you wanted to do. And it may not be so grand. It may not be the Taj Mahal when you start. You're starting with really small and scrappy, and you're using what you have, using all of your resources when you start. And when you can let go of thinking that you have to start where somebody already is that's been doing it forever, and you just realize it's just about starting, not necessarily all about the grandness of everything, that it doesn't have to be perfect. And actually, in the imperfect is the charm. Though I didn't feel my little bathroom was so charming. And there might have been some things that were less than desirable. Overall, the memories of the small studio are so great. And it's what built the foundation for then me to take a bigger leap, and then even a bigger leap, and keep expanding. And as you keep expanding, you realize you have to invite more people in for your vision. But you need to vet those people, because I was listening to the Gifted show today. I got to be on with Giovanni. I can't remember his last name, but the Gifted show, it's amazing. And I was really enjoying what they were talking about, which is all about vetting who you let in your circle. And that this one guy was a doorman, and he was like, his job was, if I don't let trouble in the front, it doesn't get into the house, like it doesn't get into the bar. And I thought about that. I was like, in your life, in your business, in whatever environment you're trying to create, you got to vet the people. You got to think about, what kind of energy do I want to surround myself with? What kind of place and environment am I trying to create? And I've got to be the leader on that. I've got to set the bar. I have to protect what my vision is and what I'm trying to create. And so when you get the bigger vision, you realize you need other people, or you're going to just be burnt out, exhausted, and it's not going to be much fun. It's going to drain your energy, and you're going to soon realize that it's very important to bring people in that align with your vision, that align with your mission. And I think the more that you're in business, or the more that you're going after your dreams, you start to realize these people are pretty important. And when you get someone that is in alignment, like recently I'm saying, oh, so-and-so is a godsend. She's a godsend. And I could just rave about her for days. And I could say, oh, go to this person's class. And they're just everything you were looking for. Imagine if your whole team, that you build a team, like maybe you went from being this one solo entrepreneur and you were doing everything. But at some point, if you want to create an empire, you have to let go of your ego and invite others in, and figuring that out, like your process. How are you going to decide who those people are? I think you got to call it out into the universe when you need something or you want something, and make the decision of what you're looking for. You need to first know what you're looking for, and then you need to ask for it. And then you've got to vet it. You've got to just like make sure that you're inviting people in that are going to add to your vision, not people that are going to put bricks in your tank, slow you down, puts, like tacks. I don't know if you ever watched the old cartoons where they're like putting tacks and the car runs over the tacks and the wheels explode, or watching a cartoon where the oil slick, you have somebody putting an oil slick. You want a smooth oiled machine. And so inviting people into your vision that share your vision, that can make it exponential to where it just continues to grow. Maybe you need a connector in your business. A connector is somebody that brings people together, and you can see it. If you are watching others, you can see their strengths, and you just need to decide, what kind of strengths do I need in my business? What am I too busy doing? And what could somebody else do better than I? like I've talked about in other episodes, like when I'm in my zone of genius, that's my best place to operate. And if I can get somebody else coming along for the ride and they're in their zone of genius and it's not mine, that adds so much to my whole business and my whole dream. And it's beautiful when you start to see when you've made a really good choice in incorporating others to collaborate with, to bring into the vision, you can let go. You don't have to carry all that weight on your back. You can unburden yourself a little bit. And it's amazing. And this could be in your own household. You may be really great at laundry. My husband is the best folder of laundry. And I am a great cook. So I should do the cooking. He should do the folding of laundry. And just realizing who's good at what so you can operate like a team so that your vision can expand. And it will be bigger if you can learn some of these steps along the way. It will just keep growing and expanding. And as you grow, it changes. Before I did my website, and there were good people, there were mean people that made fun of my homemade website. And I literally learned how to do computer. I was trying to think, how old was I? Like 40-ish. It wasn't what I grew up with. We didn't grow up with that in that era. I was raising children, and I just learned how to do everything on my own because it was on a need to know basis. And so I was determined that everything, like Marie Forleo says, is figure outable. And it is too for you, for whatever dream you have. Just have faith and belief that when you set your mind to something, you can actually do it. You just have to be determined that you can figure it out. And if you can't figure out that, out the how, the why, and how it all works together, find somebody that can help you. And if you're small and scrappy and you can't afford to pay big bucks, just know that at your fingertips there's somebody that has the resources that maybe you could barter with, or you could return a favor. Maybe your business could help their business. And just realize that you're not limited. We're only limited in our thinking, but we're not in actuality. We're not limited. We limit ourselves so much by our beliefs and what we think we don't know how to do. We let that stop us. But if you've got the vision and the why and the burning why and the dream, then all you need besides that is just to believe that you can do it and start doing it. And before you know it, you may be doing something that you are like, I can't believe that I'm doing this and doing it well. And it's just going to keep on getting better and better and better. The more that you step up, the more steps you learn there are to take. And the more you learn and you grow. And then it's really cool when you can mentor others and bring them along on the ride with you. But what's even cooler is watching. It's like you've created something. It's watching your vision come to life right in front of your very eyes. And we can create. And when you are emboldened by your belief and you begin creating, you are giving your gifts to the world, and somebody out there is going to benefit, and you're going to be helping so many people because you believed and you just took a stab at it and you got started and you got out of your own way of thinking, who am I to do this? The imposter syndrome. Giovanni was talking about how he was in a mastermind for 3 years. Giovanni, again, if you're just tuning in, is from the Gifted Show. And he never said anything. And I could so relate. I would get in these masterminds with people from New York, and they are the, cat's meow. I'll just say that, because something else I was going to say, I have to zip it up. But I would feel overwhelmed in the group and have that imposter syndrome. And I would not talk. I would not talk at all. And so I could relate to him saying he didn't speak for 3 years until somebody volunteered him for a 10-minute talk. And I don't remember now the guy's name, but he's famous. Something genius. If I remember it, I'll put it in the show notes. But like, this guy is like renowned, and he's got to speak in front of him. So he listened to everything that they did in the mastermind so that he could give a talk for 10 minutes. And he knew he was going to be critiqued by this guy afterwards. And the guy is like, I have nothing to say to you. You did great. And then he began to realize, oh, maybe I can do this. Like, what? We don't believe in ourselves. Maybe I can do this. And realizing that you too can be great. And the guy, again, from this genius, I keep wanting to say genius bar, but I know that's not right. It was like a genius mastermind of sorts. He was just talking about how even the biggest stars, they get addicted, they have problems. And that if you have a problem that you're solving and you're serving somebody, that you can be just as great, just as amazing as this person you're admiring and putting on a pedestal, and that nobody is really better than anybody else. And I love my mentor, Ann Louise Gittleman, her brother, Stuart. When I went to New York and I got flown to Times Square, and they were putting me up in the Mila, and we were going to be on Fox on the Mike and Juliet show. I was nervous at breakfast, and he said, Linda, I've discovered everybody puts their pants on the same way, and not to get so caught up in all of that. And it was the coolest experience. I felt like I could have done it every day. It was so fun. And there was nothing to be nervous about. They had the audience cheering your name. You had your own cheering section. And that was such a surreal experience. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So sometimes our nerves can get the better of us. So it helps to just picture everyone in their underwear. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this today, and just realize that where you start up is not going to be where you end up, and that your vision will just keep expanding, and that every step you take, you're going to see more steps you can take, and you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know every move, and everything does not have to be perfect. Just begin, have faith, and get to work. And as always, you guys, keep on keeping on and enjoy this weekend. I would love to hear what your vision is, what you would like to start, and how this inspires you today. And follow us on Instagram at Sisterhood of Sweat, and tag me if you share this in any social media posts. I will send you my book. And as always, you guys, I love you all. Bye, everybody.
And I hope that all of our listeners have enjoyed this podcast. And if you guys have really enjoyed this, please review us in iTunes and also share this episode with your friends and your loved ones. Thanks again for listening to the Sisterhood of Sweat.